The concussion test, and he got 100 today. He got 90 yesterday. So he was, trying hard to allow him to get back in the lineup. And as long as he passed the test and the trainer says okay, then that's what it took.
You're going to be part of this 2002 thing on Sunday. What is it? What does it mean
Before
to you?
we go there, Barry,
Yeah.
John and Mark, you guys have anything else?
I just threw it in because there was a blanket, so whatever.
Okay.
Rob?
Go ahead, Barry.
Okay. 2002 reunion?
Mm-hmm. Well, I get to see.
No problem.
Thank you. I get to see some of my, some of my boys, and curious to see how they're doing in life and how things are, just in there with their families and, how they're doing, business-wise. And, these guys are stopping in, like Benito came in, and then Martin Bernard, he came in, so I'm sure tomorrow I'll see some more guys, some guys I haven't seen in a while, like Jason Christensen and Jason Smith and guys like that, meant a lot to, to our team and to the organization, to the city. And so it's always nice to see your, former players and laugh and, tell some stories and just have a good time.
You guys were hitting so well early in June and pretty much through June, and then last 2 days you had two really tough pitchers. Is that a way to throw guys out of what they're doing sometimes in the face?
Well, they say good pitching beats good hitting. They've said that forever, and we face some good pitching, but we know this is only the beginning of it, because we got to face Giants in the next 3 days, and then we go to LA and face some more tough guys, and then San Diego's always tough because of that ballpark and nothing else. So, we got to figure out a way to get some base runners on and get them across the plate.
Is pitching contagious? I mean, if you look over there, what they're doing right now. And
well, it's contagious. I mean, it was contagious here too. I mean, we had before a couple of days ago, we had like 3 or 4 great pitch games in a row. I'm sure that Kane's very aware of their shutout streak, and I'm sure he wants to keep that going too. And it's our job to stop it and break that, and hopefully we can get on the board early.
What was the difference in the Latos the last couple of times? I know he pitched great the last time out.
Well, number one, I mean, he had great command of his fastball. He kept it down, which also made it tough to, for them to stay off a slider. That fastball, everything designed looked like a fastball. It's a fastball, flip finger, fastball, slider. And if your fastball's up and everything else is down, you're not going to go for it. And if it's in the same area, and especially with high velocity, you don't have a whole bunch of time to determine whether it's a good pitch or a bad pitch. You know what I mean? So guys throw the fastball up, and they throw a curveball in the same spot. And guys throw the fastball down the way, then they'll throw the split finger in the same spot, or the slider in the same spot. Everything's designed to look like a fastball, changeup. Deception is such a big part of pitching. And that's what he was doing big time. And one of the players on Milwaukee said that that was one of the best games that have been pitched against them. And they don't understand how his ERA is 5 after seeing what they saw the other day. So, and he told me he wasn't satisfied with having a 5 ERA. So.
Well, he hasn't been able to do anything consistently, has he?
Well, it starts at 1 though, Barry.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Everything starts at 1. Everybody's looking for consistency of 5, but you only pitch 1 game at a time. So now he's working on number 2. Okay, guys. Please.
One more thing, just be back to 2002.
Yeah.
First of all, if you believe for 10 years, it's hard to believe.
No, it's hard to believe it was 10 years. But, time stops for nobody. And it's hard to believe that. I mean, my son was 3 at the time. Now he's 13. You know what I mean? And so time goes by. That's why I urge these guys to maximize their careers. Don't give away days or give away at bats or innings or anything. Time is so precious, especially in this very short career that appears to be long while you're in it, but very short after it's over.
And given that, I mean, you saw how close your team was that year in 2002. I mean, you kind of remind you, I guess, in a way, you weren't there, of course, for the '62 team, but until the Giants won in 2010, I mean, your team was right there as well.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like I said, I mean, I had some very pleasant memories, and I had some, you know, some times where you try not to think about it because you don't want to bring back the pain that was there, you know, after the tough losses. You know, but it's all part of the process. It's part of life. You know, and life is more how you deal with the disappointments than how you deal with and failures than how you deal with the successes. It's so much easier to deal with the successes, and so that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me yearning is for more success, maximum success.
JT's kids work in clubhouse now.
I know, man. Jesus. I know. I look for. He's not here.
Not here. Was he here yesterday?
No, he's not going to
Okay.
be here this series.
Oh.
So the last thing, Dustin. Johnny Cueto's really emerged as one of the premier pitchers. Both leagues. You've seen him develop. What has been the key to his development? What have you seen?
I think, you know, being able to control his emotions big time, throwing the ball, his command is outstanding. It was always pretty good, but now it's outstanding. And he knows how to, you know, how to get out of trouble when he pitches to the situation. You know, I hear him talking to the other guys when he's not pitching. You know, I mean, he knows when to go for the strikeout. He knows when to try to entice a double play pitch. That's what I mean by pitching to the situation. He knows which guys to pitch around, and you know that he might have more success against a guy coming up, or he knows that he got to get this guy out because this guy he can get out there and the guys behind him. You know, this goes into being a good pitcher. Plus, he's learned how to train. And when the guy trains, he runs. I mean, he runs big time, and he takes care of himself. So he's a man now. He's not a little boy anymore.
You got him as a little boy. You guys, the organization, got him as a.
Well, you know, I had to make a decision when I first got here 5 years ago because he was out Double-A, and I remember talking to Tom Brown, who had him in Double-A, and I asked Tom, was he, you know, did he think he was ready to be in the big leagues? He told me, yeah. So I really took Tom Brown's word on it being new in the organization. You know, who was his pitching coach, and Cueto said that he was kind of like his, you know, his padre down in the minor leagues.